It's the Wheelhouse on 95.7 The Game, the Bay Area's only FM sports station. Casey James, I'm in for John Lund, and we've been chopping it up about the Giants and what they've been doing so far this season. And what they've been doing is treading water. They're 12 and 11 after last night's 2-1 loss to the Marlins at AT&T Park. A great pitching performance by Million Dollar Man Matt Big Daddy Cain goes down the drain. The Giants' only run came on Pablo Sandoval's the Kung Fu Panda solo shot, and the Giants are having trouble scoring and also hitting with runners in scoring position. I mean, they're 19th overall in Major League Baseball in runs scored. That's not too bad, but they're hitting only 173 with runners in scoring position. And a prime example of that last night in the eighth inning with the game on the line, bases loaded, the Giants have a chance to go ahead, and what happens? Buster the Wonder Boy Posey hits into a double play. Pretty much game over right there as the Giants went quiet in the ninth inning. So the Giants not able to score with runners in scoring position has been a problem. I mean, this team has got to fix that. And they look good offensively a lot of times. I mean, they're hitting 259 overall as a team, which puts them 10th in Major League Baseball. So they're not doing too bad there. Pablo Sandoval has been swinging a great stick. Angel Pagan just had a 14-game hitting streak. Melky Cabrera's been getting it done. Posey's looked pretty good outside of that AB last night. But they haven't been able to score with runners in scoring position, and they're wasting some pretty good pitching, just like we saw last night with Big Daddy Kane. Unlike in 2010, when the Giants won the World Series after they chased down the Padres to win the National League West, that team was great with runners in scoring position. I mean, they hit over 300 in the playoffs with runners in scoring position. I mean, they were clutch. They got it done with the game on the line and got some huge hits. And this team so far this season hasn't been able to do that. I know it's early. I know there's a lot of baseball left. But this Giant team has a small margin for error. They have got to execute both offensively and even defensively. They've got to do a better job at things like hitting the cutoff man and being in the right place and just executing flawlessly like this team can do and like they will have to do for them to compete in the National League. Because even though the Dodgers have gotten off to that red hot start and Matt Kemp has been ridiculous, you know they're going to come back to earth. But that is a good young baseball team when you're talking about Kemp, Ethier, and then, of course, Clayton Kershaw pitching. Arizona Diamondbacks, the defending National League West champions, they aren't going anywhere. So the Giants have got to turn this around now, and they don't want these habits to creep in later on in the season like we've seen so far early. Of course, with Brian Wilson, Fear the Beard going down, and I said going into this season that the key for the Giants would not be Buster Posey. It was going to be the back end of that bullpen, and it would be Fear the Beard. Well, he's down with his second Tommy John surgery, so it's now bullpen by committee. So everybody on this Giant team has to contribute. The starters have to get it done. The bullpen has to be solid, and they've got to do a better job offensively for this Giant team to get back to the top of the National League West and have a chance to win the World Series. We're going to shift gears coming up here on the Wheelhouse on 95.7 The Game, the Bay Area's only FM sports station. We're going to talk to Matt Mayoko, 49ers insider, and break down that 49er draft. I think it was a great draft too, and we'll find out from Matt if he agrees with me that A.J. Jenkins and LaMichael James are going to be great additions and a great fit for this 49er football team coming up next season. That's all coming up next. I'm Casey James in the Wheelhouse. It's 95.7 The Game, or the Bay Area's only FM sports station.